What's going on, guys? Thank you for joining me. We are back for the North versus South FM Central Cup. Now, you might wonder where we've been. We did this for the first couple of seasons of the FC United and Truro series, the Creating a Legacy and White Tigers Rising, but we sat back and we decided, look, every season it's maybe a bit too much, so what we're going to do is as we go up the leagues, so this is exported from the beginning of season 7 for myself, the first season in League 2. Nizic in goal, Beasley, Castano, Jorkai, Mills, Reed, Simpson, Ellison, Williams, Waters and Gomez up top. So this was my team in the first season in League 2. And we have Colin with his Truro City team. Good evening, sir.
How's it going? So my team
well.
here, so we're at the start of season 6 in League 2.
Yeah, show off.
Hey, look, it wasn't like it was a lot. We beat you by a calendar. And to be totally honest, it scared the crap out of me when we did it. So going out in the starting 11 for the White Tigers of Truro City, we have Lloyd Allison in net. We have Kenlock, Baldwin, Brown, and Lines across the back. Phipp and Grayson in the midfield. Oasi, McDonald, Mooney in the attacking midfield. And Miko Vertanen up front.
This is going to be interesting. We go with the 5-5, which is famous on the FC United series. It's been used so often. And we have Forteza. Am I pronouncing it right?
Yep.
Fantastic. Let's see what Sky Sports News is saying. FC United should come out on top against Truro today, but it'll be a tight one. If I had to make a prediction, I'd stick my neck out and say 1-0. Sky Sports News sticking the net out? No chance. the referee for today is called Harsh.
Oh, awesome! Because my team, if you've been following,
I think it's just saying he's a harsh referee.
Yeah, I think he's just a harsh referee. And if you've been
said he was named Harsh.
And if you've been following my series around, we kind of have a problem with the occasional foul. So this could be a long day.
And we are playing at the Abbey Stadium, which, am I correct, that's Cambridge United?
Yes, sir.
Oh, the game is underway. It didn't give me any chance to do opposition instructions.
You can't in this mode, but holy cow.
Holy cow.
Well, it's just, we're underway.
Oh, thought you'd done something wrong.
No, we're just underway.
Okay. Holy cow. Oh crap, wrong button. Right, I'm gonna just do a few things just quickly, guys, as you just sit back. Opposition instructions need to be on, so I'm just quickly doing some. Had to get on, Colin. I can't let you go out without the instructions because I had a specific idea of the people I was going to target and the areas of your pitch I wanted to target. We need... Oh, no. Right. Confirm the changes. I'm ready. They were done. We're 6 minutes in. I've gone in. I've made some observations. You've seen it on the screen. Let's not give it away to Colin. 1 shot to Truro so far. 0 to FC United. I can't even remember what situation we're in. It's been a few seasons since we last played.
We are tied 1-1, I believe.
Oh, there we go then.
You beat me 3-1 in our last outing.
Oh, do you know what I think the results hanging on Colin? He seems to remember it quite well.
It's not that I'm bitter or that we're holding a grudge.
I was sat waiting and I just realised I hadn't unpaused the game, so I do apologise.
No worries. Well, I gotta tell you, this has been a cracker so far. We're 14 minutes in, and we're watching player ratings. Clearly, you have a possession thing going on.
It's been an interesting half so far. I mean, what we're going to do is we're going to switch it to extended, just so you actually get to see something. I have no idea what's going on here.
Apparently nothing. If I had to guess, apparently nothing, because we're 32 minutes in and we haven't had a single highlight.
Well, I think what we need to do, Colin, is do something exciting so people who are watching this aren't thinking, are you kidding?
Here we go.
Oh, Waiters to Reed to Williams. That was a nice triangle there. I want to point out the triangle. Up to Gomez. Gomez takes the worst first touch I've ever seen in history. He lays it back to Waiters. Waiters lays it into Williams. Williams tucks it away and we are 1-0 up.
Damn it.
and that all come from a throw-in, then Williams, Waiters, and Reed forming a triangle around one of your players.
Yeah. Crud.
So that's 1-0 to FC United of Manchester.
Yeah.
Now would be a really good time to throw in a bit of "We are United."
You found out the weakness of my current squad, as we have some fullback problems in my defense. So,
well, last season and so far this season, Billy Waiters, the signing from I didn't sign from Crew, but he was a Crew youngster. He's been fantastic for me on the wing, and Simpson on the other wing has always been doing a fair job as well. So we've had 58 possession of 42, 3 shots to 1, 2 off target, only 1 on target. Colin has got 100% pass completion. Shot accuracy. Pass completion is 69% to our 81, Colin. So that shows you must be playing direct.
yeah, I think we're playing. We're playing. We've opened it up a little bit.
I think one thing I would say is if you're playing direct football and looking at your pass completion, and the fact we are passing around a lot with 81% pass completion and 58% possession, you're basically giving me the ball back.
Yeah, I've made some adjustments to try and avoid that.
Yeah.
Because that's not...
I think whenever teams give me the ball, normally I'll win. But if I can't get the ball, my team seems to struggle if they are on the back foot. Hence why this tactic is used to kind of help them in their battle.
Yeah.
Oh, that was disappointing there, Colin.
Yeah, that was stupid. Yeah, you can put your hand up. That was your fault, man.
Okay, it's up.
That was Miles Kenlock. Your fault, dude.
Now I think Gomez isn't playing amazing, so I might end up bringing on Shaw. Who was a really nice player for me. Ellison. It's in the Williams. Williams passes. That guy's either just a roadblock or we just keep playing 1-2s off him.
Could be a little bit of both.
Ellison in the Williams. Out to Waiters. Waiters skips past. He's down. Gomez, what a save from Ellison.
Allison is definitely bailing us out a little bit this season.
Now what I'm thinking is we dominate possession stuff, so I'm actually considering playing a more possession game because we're not even playing a possession game at the minute.
Well, you seem to be.
So I'm actually going to drop down in terms of shorter passing and retain possession now. And just see if we can double up the amount of passes we're making and kind of utilise the fact that we're getting an 81% pass completion, so we're definitely on form today.
Our pass completion has come way up here, so we're not gifting you the ball as much as we were.
Set piece. Grayson. Ellison clears. It's coming out though. A sigh. Grayson picks it up. Look at your front two there. You keeping 3 of my players busy.
Well, that's what we're trying to do.
In the McDonald. I think anyone who's watched the series, the fact you're in League 2 with the minnows of Truro City.
Yeah, this has been a blast so far.
What I want to ask is, how close is this to one of the, not most successful trophy-wise, but the most proud saves you've done?
So far, this is pretty much neck and neck with my Montrose save from last season.
That was nearly a fantastic goal there.
This is neck and neck with my Montrose season. So I did get to the Scottish Premiership with Montrose, which was fantastic. I'm actually a lot happier with this because I think the resources in that we've had in this have been a lot more limited, and I've had to spend a lot more time digging and analyzing. I think the complexity that FM16 has brought has made, I've spent a lot more time studying and understanding my tactics and how things are going. So I'm a lot happy. This one so far is neck and neck. I think if we survive League 2 this season, this will be my most successful, favorite, most nostalgic save so far.
Well, I've made 2 changes. Bram Ellison's gone off for John O'Toole, and Gomez has gone off for Shaw. So that's actually 2 of my best players, but they're not performing how they could. So get them off, get fresh legs on. It's always best. Try not to be too in love with your players if they're not doing as they should. Get them off.
Yeah, I've made a couple of substitutions on mine. So I fixed the right back who couldn't get out of his way. We've made a change in the midfield, and uh, our last change here in the attacking midfield. But unfortunately, we've managed to play ourselves back into the game possession-wise here.
He's a chance. Pereira.
But I think we came out of the gate with the wrong choices.
McDonald.
Maybe we can draw.
Lane, if I'm not pronouncing that. Grayson.
That was Rakawamwe
Moon.
for the
That's
second
what I was
yellow card.
thinking.
That's the
Still
rack.
can't pronounce it. Pereira. Is he going to get in? That's blocked. Good block. Well stood up. Waders picks it up. He plays it long up to Shaw. Now Shaw is a youngster who, seriously, I expect more from him. Right, James Reed is coming off, another player who I have massive hopes for in the series. He is playing a 7.5, but Rory Ring, another player who has a lot of potential, is going to come on in the DMC role. You've got it back, Colin, 50-50.
Yeah, I think we've managed to play ourselves back into the game. We've put 3 shots on target, so we're reasonably efficient. We've had a half chance, so we really haven't created much. But we're when we have an opportunity, we're at least putting it on frame. Passing's better. Our defensive passing is a little vulnerable. We're only 64% pass completion in the defense, but we're 87% in the offense. So that's biasing things a little bit. But
I do like how since I went possession, you've now had more passes than me. And my pass completion's gone down since we passed it shorter. How does that work?
So I think part of what's probably creating some level of trouble, and you can see it kind of right now, is my formation puts guys in the spaces between your lines. So your defensive midfielder and one of my attacking midfielders is occupied, but I still have space.
I can see your attacking midfielders, Mark and Rory Ring.
Yeah.
You can see there just at the top of the shot as they went across, they were on each other there.
So I think that's potentially what's happening is we've got just wide. We're filling your lines a little bit. But looks like there's not much left to come from us in this one. We've played ourselves back into the game, so we didn't get played out of the park. But
I think what I would look at is the only thing. I mean, as you said there, you're tying up my defensive midfield. Now, when he's free, I like to use him as a playmaker. I will change his role if I know he's not getting marked. But my striker's the one who you're struggling with because you're in. Oh, because he's dropping off a lot, you've got nobody in that gap. Because number 13's not dropping enough to pick up my striker. If you could fill that gap, you've got a killer formation. I mean, look there, you on ring straight away. But you see my striker there?
Right.
He was in the gap there, and he pushes on now, which I don't like, and that's his positional issue. Right, we got the victory. We won the game 1-0, but I actually enjoyed that little tactical talk there.
Yeah, well, it's interesting to see what all we're doing to kind of battle each other. Let's see. Let me see. Let's. I'm looking at the Prozone stuff here. So,
I would do that, but I don't know how to pick it up on this screen.
So if you go to Analysis and Teams.
Yeah. Okay. Are we in it? So let's check this out, guys, as we were saying there. So let's go on the average positions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go on overall. So first we're going to just have FC United Manchester. So we're looking at number 15 and number 11, which are the two strikers who played on the pitch. Now, if I click on Truro, straight away you can see number 15 and 11. 11 slightly more forward, Tony Gomez. He played on the last man a lot more than he should have. And it is an issue, and I think it's because the level I'm at, they're not listening enough. But they should be dropping in the gap between Collins number 8 and 13 and my number 15 and number 11 should be in that gap between 8 and 13 and his number 4 and 5. Right, for some... okay. Sorry, it's just... Do you know what? It would be a lot easier if they weren't the same colour.
Yeah, no, agreed. You got to keep flicking them on and off.
But you can see that number 15 is Carl Shaw is a prime example. He did it better than Gomez. He is in the gap. Now, which that means Collins' midfield doesn't know whether to drop back and pick him up, and the defence doesn't know whether to push out and pick him up. And what I would say is, let me find the people. So there's James Reed. There's Rory Ring. And who was your attacking midfielder? Was it
Wes McDonnell.
So Wes McDonnell, on the average positions, he's slightly deeper. He doesn't look like he's picking him up, but we actually saw him. We were saying there during the game. You could see he was actually on the defensive midfield quite a lot. So James Reed drops deep a lot to pick the ball up, but he's getting basically smothered a lot by Collins' attack midfielder, which was fantastic work from him. And if we go on the heat map, you can see we favoured the right a lot with Billy Waiters, and Colin favoured the attack midfielder in the centre a lot.
Yeah, that what you're seeing from my heat map is pretty common for what it is. For what we've been playing is we're pretty well distributed in the attacking midfield. Our midfield, attacking midfield and striker, our passing completion, and our accuracy and just general precision is much better. Our back four is where our struggles are, and that's really the area of the squad that's going to need some work and some improvement.
Well, what we're going to do is just randomly, instead of looking at the things that went well, let's look at the things that went wrong. So I'm on the passes screen, the passes section. So we're going to go on interceptions, intercepted and out of play. So we'll start with myself first. So as you can see there, is there any numbers that stand out? Well, to me, number 2 stands out straight away. I tried to play some quite long ones, but number 13, Ryan Williams, he had 16 passes intercepted. Oh no, sorry, that was the minute it happened. Right, I'm going to show you guys something now. This is how I do it. I would go into the stats, and I would go on FC United Manchester stats. This is how I'm old school in terms of this, and if you watch the videos, you will know that. I don't go on the Pro Zone for the pass completion, everything. So, let's go down here. Zach Mills, 59-46, completed. 2 key passes during the game. 7 key passes from Billy Waiters. He completed 31 of his 39. But he's the man. Ryan Williams, 88 passes, 66 completed, 6 key passes. You have Bram, 45-36, 41-32, and Tony Gomez, 23 passes, 21 completed. So when you go through the whole team, the only player who let me down in terms of pass completion, I would say the worst one of them all would be Ryan Williams. 88 passes, only 66 completed. The rest are only 5 or 6 or 7, at most 9, less than getting 100% Colin. I'm actually really impressed by that. Literally only the advanced playmaker let me down in terms of completed passes. And you could almost say he was just trying to create stuff. But then, when you go onto your screen, Colin, here, you've got Tom Phipp, 28 passes, only 15 completed. Yeah. That's nearly down to 50%.
And he's my ball winning midfielder who plays, kind of roaming in the defense, so almost as just a defensive midfielder. But you can see that there's a huge vulnerability there. So okay, he had 10 intercepted passes in there, but so for every 2 passes he gets, he's giving 1 away right back. So it's almost like he's not really doing anything.
Then you look at who's come on the pitch and impressed you. And this is what people should check out. And you look at that Fahid,
Rakawamwe.
33 passes, 29 completed.
Right, and he got
5 and 5.
And Rakawamwe was the substitute for Phipp.
Well then, straight away you've got to look then at the next game and say, does he deserve to start?
I think the answer is yes.
And same with Pereira. You've brought him on 72nd minute. You said go out there and do a job. He received the ball 5 times and had 100% pass completion. So at the end of the day, that guy's come on. He's done what's been asked.
Yes, he has.
You look at Ryan King-Elliott as another example. 40 passes, 34 completed.
Right, and he replaced Terry Lyons in there.
And then you've got 3 tackles, 2 of them won. That Rakawanwe as well, 2 tackles, 2 won. I think when you look at him, he's been an outstanding substitute, and he only got a 6.4 rating. How does that work?
Yeah, I don't quite understand.
It's insane, isn't it?
It is.
But do you know what? This was as enjoyable as the match. So I want to thank people who've listened to the North v South. I watched it as well. And yeah, when we go up to League One, or maybe before, if you've enjoyed it so much you want to see it back, let us know. But we will be back again for more North v South. So for myself, goodbye, and from Colin,
Goodbye.
brilliant.